Good morning. We see the next catalyst, Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Until 1953, vinyl polymerization was carried out by free radical mechanism. A German scientist, Kurt Ziegler, and Italian scientist Giulio Natta introduced a special type of catalyst with the help of which the windmill polymerization could be carried out very effectively, and they were awarded Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1963 for this work. Thus, NCH2CH2R is get converted to the polymer CH2CH2RN. Ziegler-Natta catalyst consists of titanium trichloride TiCl3 and a metal alkyl such as triethyl aluminum AlEt3. These reacts to form the active catalyst as titanium complex, in which ethyl group is attached to titanium TiCH2CH3. When alkene such as ethylene is added to such active catalyst, then pi cloud of ethylene overlaps the empty orbital of metal, then ethylene insert itself between metal and ethyl group, and hence N-butyl group is formed, which is attached to titanium. See in the figure, there is the titanium complex, there is a vacant site on this complex, CH2CH2 is added, then there is the formation of intermediate, then it will be get shifted in between the titanium metal and our ethyl CH2CH2R group, and every time the CH2CH2 molecule is added in the same fashion, and chain will be get increased, that is polymerization will be going on, and thus at the final we get this complex. So this Ziegler-Natta catalyst easily polymerize the ethane, and we have the polymerization chain. When another ethylene molecule becomes pi bonded to this new complex, it gives the N-hexyl group. Thus the process continues over and over again with the alkyl group growing by 2 carbon atoms in each cycle. Finally, the long chain separates from the metal and a molecule of polyethylene is formed. Thus, it is the mechanism for the polymerization of ethylene. Advantages of Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Ziegler-Natta catalyst has two advantages over the other free radical polymerization of olefinic compounds. First, it gives linear polymer. The more number is always attached only at a particular site, so we get completely a linear chain and no cross-linked are developed. The linear chains fit together well in the crystal lattice, and the polymer is said to have high degree of crystallinity. It has higher melting point, higher density, and higher mechanical strength. In case of free radical polymerization, many crosslinks are formed. Such cross-link polymer chains do not fit properly in the crystal lattice and hence have low crystallinity, low melting point, lower density, and lower mechanical strength. Second, it permits the high degree of stereochemical control. Stereospecific polymerization is one which results in the production of stereoregular polymerization, in which all units and subunits are arranged in space in some definite order. A polymer in which a regular order of its units and subunits is not mentioned is called as stereo irregular polymers. For example, propene could polymerize even if linear in three ways to produce either atactic, isotactic, or syndiotactic polypropene. However, Ziegler-Natta catalyst allows propene to be inserted only in one way and isotactic polypropene is produced. Classes of Ziegler-Natta catalysts: heterogeneous catalysts. Titanium-based catalyst for alkene polymerization can be roughly subdivided into two subclasses. First, catalyst suitable for homopolymerization of ethylene, and second, catalyst suitable for the synthesis of isotactic 1-alkene. Homogeneous catalysis. A second class of Ziegler-Natta catalysts are those which are soluble in the reaction medium. Traditionally, such catalysts are derived from metallocene, but the structure of active catalysts have been significantly broadened. Metallocene catalysts. These catalysts are metallocene together with a CO catalyst or co-catalyst, typically MAO. Non-metallocene catalysts. It includes a variety of complexes of various metals ranging from such as scandium to lanthanide and actinide metals. Commercial polymer prepared with Ziegler-Natta catalyst. See the polyethylene and polycyclophene. Polypropylene, polybutadiene. Copolymer of ethylene and 1-alkene. Polyisopropylene. Polybutylene 1, amorphous poly alpha olefins polymethylene propylene, polyacetylene. Then we are going to see the next process, which is called as Monsanto acetic acid synthesis. In this synthesis of acetic acid, a particular process is follows in which a specific catalyst is used, and this process was first time invented in Monsanto city, and so the process is called as Monsanto acetic acid synthesis. The process has been developed by Monsanto in USA in the late 60s to produce acetic acid by carbonylation of methanol in presence of rhodium or iodine catalyst. This process is called Monsanto process. Other processes for the preparation of acetic acid are partially oxidation of butane, oxidation of ethanol, obtained from occur oxidation of ethane, bio-oxidation of ethanol for food application, carbonylation carried out with cobalt catalyst. The RH and IR catalysts have many clear advantages over the cobalt catalysts. Both these catalysts are for more selective and much faster in action. For the manufacture of acetic acid, iridium used for the Monsanto process. This may be represented as CH3OH plus CO in presence of RH or IR, RHI2 CO2, that is, it is the catalyst, at 180 degrees centigrade and 30 to 40 atm pressure, it gives acetic acid. This one-step reaction is represented in the different steps. We see that the steps involved in the mechanism of Monsanto process can be described here. See, in the first, rhodium iodide is converted to complex in presence of CO and I. So in the first step, we get the 16 electron complex, rhodium complex. Second, methanol reacts with HI to produce the iodoethane, and oxidative addition of iodoethane to the 4 coordinated 16 electron complex of rhodium in the next step, and we get the 18 electron complex of the rhodium. Then again it involves, there is the migration of the CO group, and we get the 16 electron complex. Then this acyl complex, again it will be get converted to the 16 electrons species, and there is addition of CO molecule, and it is get converted into the 18 electron complex, and at the final we get the product, there is the 18 electron. Cyclically it is also represented. See, then there is the particularly formation of the acetic acid in the last step, and there is HI is recovered, which will be get again recycled for the process. See, there is the particular cycle which will be represented here. The reaction sequence in the cyclic fashion is represented in the figure. After the oxidative addition to form 2-methyl Migration takes place to yield third compound. The coordination sphere of the third is completed by the another molecule of CO to form the fourth compound, which undergoes the reductive elimination of acetyl iodide while regenerating. Acetyl iodide reacts with the water in the organic cycle to form the acetic acid and HI, which is recovered and recycled. Other metals like iridium, nickel, and palladium are also active under the similar conditions using the same iodide based chemistry.